Hey guys, in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to recreate this trendy blank canvas makeup look that is popping up all over Instagram recently. So to begin this look, I'm going to start by prepping my eye. I'm using the NARS Chantilly Soft Matte Concealer. I'm going to use this as a base and cover my lids up to the crease. This will create a very light wash to make the shadow more vibrant and opaque. This also helps to hold on to the shadow throughout the day so you don't get creasy. Next, I'm going to fill in my brows using the Profusion Define Brows palette. I'm going to quickly use a stencil, then fill these in using the powder. Then for cleanup, I'm using that same concealer to carve out the brow on top and bottom. As always, all the products and brushes will be listed in the description box with a bunch of discount codes if you guys are interested in any of that. Now to begin the shadow, I'm first using the Morphe palette. This is the 350 palette, and I'm going to take this very soft light brown neutral shade and cover the lid. Moving on, I'm going to use the Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas palette, and using this darker matte brown, this is Bomb Diggity, I'm going to place this on the outer corner, slowly tapering it in. Then using Cray Cray, which is a slightly darker brown, more of a matte warm orange tone, I'm going to use this on the lower lash line and blend this corner to corner. Now taking Okie Dokie, I'm going to use this as a highlight in the inner corner of the eye and on the brow bone. I'm obsessed with this palette recently. It's extremely pigmented, super buttery, creamy texture. If you don't already have this palette, I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's definitely a go-to day to night staple palette for me recently. Then taking that same Cray Cray shadow we used on the bottom lash line, I'm going to pop this on the outer corner as well to warm that up and darken it a bit more. For my mascara, I'm using the Grande Lash Mascara on top and bottom. Then on top, I'm going to place my Good Vibes Only Bold Cosmetics 3D Lash. Now taking my Feline MAC Black Eyeliner, I'm going to place this on the top and bottom waterline. To prep and prime my face, I'm using the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Stick It to Pores Mattifying Primer Stick. Then the foundation I chose to use is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Liquid Foundation. This has also been one of my go-to recent favorite products. It's extremely long wearing and I love the way it looks on the skin. So I'm going to apply this about halfway up. You can plan this out in advance or kind of wing it as you go. But basically you're going to apply as normal, but only bring it down to the area that you want the actual foundation to be. Then I'm going to set this using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Translucent Powder. To begin the white, I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Foundation in white, and I'm going to apply this on the rest of the area that I want to be the blank canvas. This is a bit on the sheer side, so I did have to apply 3 layers of this. Obviously, there's a bunch of different products out there you could choose instead, but this is what I had on hand, and I actually really like the look and texture of it, even if it took extra layers. For my lips, I'm using the NYX Macaroon Lippy in white, and then just blending this out. Then to set all of this, I'm using the Ofra Oil Control Pressed Powder. The reason I'm using this is because it already does give a natural white cast to it, so I don't typically recommend this one as a setting powder unless you're using it over white. So it is perfect for this look. It's also oil control, so it's going to help keep the product in place. Now for highlight, I've recently been obsessing over this highlighter. This is the Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek Color from ColourPop. This is an amazing highlighter. I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and place this on the brow bone, cheekbone, and down the nose. Then to contour and bronze a bit, I'm using the Benefit Hoola. Now to create the drips, I'm going to take the foundation that I originally used and basically freehand by letting the drips fall naturally. I'm also placing the Chem 2 liquid highlighter. This just gives it a bit more dimension and helps create more of a highlight in those areas. If you need to, you can manipulate the drips using a very teeny tiny brush to help give you more control. It's up to you how much you want to use and how intense you want the drip to be, but that is everything for this look. I loved the way the eye turned out. I think it's beautiful on its own, but I thought this was a really fun and different look. It totally gave me Westworld vibes, as if I was becoming a host. If any of you guys are a fan of that HBO show, then you know what I'm talking about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. We'll check that you are still subscribed to my channel. Be sure to check out the description box for more information, and I will see you guys in the next video.